Hello everyone, it's your favorite plush unicorn with one last round of spooky month stuff. Sorry for missing yesterday's upload, I got caught up in some stuff and I wasn't able to record. However, I didn't want to skip this week, so I decided to go ahead and record for today. So as you can tell by the title of this video, it's about creepy stuff, abandoned buildings, and cursed images. Now, honestly, I really don't like horror movies and stuff like that. There are some that I do like. Like, there's this one horror movie where this little girl buys a chest of some sort at a garage sale, and it's some sort of weird curse with, like, teeth and a bug, I think. And a rabbi comes and exorcises the curse, so that was pretty cool. I also liked the movie Christine as well. It's a movie about a killer car that repairs itself and eventually possesses the mind of its owner. I sure wish my car would repair itself. But a lot of horror movies make me kind of scared, like Bird Box had me afraid to look out the window for a little while. And well, Saw made me sick to my stomach, especially anything that has to do with the eyes, hands, or brain. However, with that being said, I love generally creepy stuff. I mean, I'm not afraid of clowns or anything like that, and I don't really mind them, but I don't like porcelain dolls though. However, I love weird creepy videos or video series like the one I mentioned in my first video for Spooky Month, which is Local 58 and Gemini Home Entertainment. I really like the playthrough someone did of the Walton Files, which I thought was really neat even though it had some gore elements to it. There was also a Twitter ARG I was following for a bit called something like The Sky is Missing or The Sun has Gone Missing or something to that effect, but it was a really cool ARG and it was really awesome to watch happen. I'd like to participate in an ARG, but honestly I'm so bad with puzzles and logic games, I'd probably get frustrated and stop participating. I'm really looking forward to how Poppy's Playtime turns out as well. It's a really cool idea and I'm excited to find out the full story. I should also check in on Bendy's Ink Machine as well, because I think the last chapter I remember watching was something like chapter 2 or 3, and the gameplay seemed really cool, although I would probably never play it myself. I also love, and I mean love, abandoned buildings, which are really creepy to most people, and it makes me kind of think about the video of last week that I did about liminal spaces. However, seeing abandoned homes usually makes me sad because I think about the previous owner's circumstances that might have led to the house's abandonment, like death, financial hardship, or illness. So generally, I really only like the abandoned businesses or hospitals. There's just something so eerie and creepy, but also kind of cool, with just opening up a door of a building and being transported to a totally different world where it's like time is frozen in place. I love seeing stuff that's clearly been abandoned since the 90s or 2000s because that's my childhood, so it feels like there's still a piece of it somewhere out there in the world I could just go to and visit one day and experience. And it's also pretty sad seeing places like that getting torn down too, because I remember I was driving past an abandoned Toys R Us that had the old styling on the side of the building, and I remember seeing it getting torn down. It was sad to see because it felt like a piece of my childhood was being destroyed right in front of me. I honestly wish I could do more urban exploration because there's so many cool things I've seen on Reddit where people are exploring abandoned schools, hospitals, office buildings, and I'm just amazed by the amount of stuff that gets left behind. It almost tells a story and sort of makes you wonder about what really happened and where everyone just up in one day left. Honestly, it's a huge reason why I love the Fallout series of games, because there's so many creepy and abandoned buildings and really no limit to what you can explore, so I can just go around and check all the different rooms and stuff and see what was left behind and the stories these places tell. Honestly, I liked Fallout 76 before they added all the NPCs and different stuff to the game, because it made it feel like I was only like a handful of people to strike out into the wasteland and see what might be out there. I honestly wish there were more types of games like that. I'm really excited for The Last of Us coming to PC because that'll be sort of a teaser for the exploration itch I've been feeling. And if you guys know any other games where I can explore abandoned buildings and stuff, please let me know. I'm dying to try out more games like that. Another topic for today's videos are cursed images. Honestly, most cursed images are hilarious to me. Just these strange and sometimes impossible to believe situations that you wouldn't believe unless it was captured in a picture or a video. Some of my favorite cursed images are the furries who are having a birthday party in an abandoned house, another one where it's a guy in fursuit just floating in a void, the dog that's also dressed up for Easter, I presume, and the guy who's naked in the bathroom holding an AR. I mean, there are a ton of other cursed images, and there's a few compilations on YouTube that I suggest checking out, just because some of them are so confusing. Honestly, if you told me that these images were created by an AI, I'd believe it because a lot of them do really seem to be just random elements thrown all together, which I really think makes most of them hilarious to me. I'm not sure it's because I'm on the autism spectrum, and the stuff that makes neurotypical people laugh usually doesn't make me laugh or flies over my head. And I find the one thing that makes neurotypical people go, and having that satisfaction of making them squirm makes it funny to me. Or maybe my humor has been slowly broken down over the years by using the internet so much and experiencing so much content that's simply what I find funny now. Like, for example, the sneaker meetup TikToks were hilarious to me. I think I spent hours flipping through TikTok watching those videos and watching all the wacky stuff people can craft up with. One account was even making content which most people in the comments called a fever dream. They did one in an abandoned store where the fire alarm was going off and a shirtless dude was pretending to be the cashier, and this guy was quote-unquote buying all the fire extinguishers I guess they had found in the store, and when the guy turned back they were setting the fire extinguishers off. Eventually, when I get a fursuit, I hope to make some friends in real life that would be willing to take some pictures of me standing in a cornfield or in the woods at night, or peeking around the corner or something, or barely visible in a dark room to make my own cursed images. You'd think stuff like that would make me nervous or scared, but most of the times I don't really find it scary or nerve-wracking. I find it more interesting, really. I also like the idea of being alone in a place like that and just exploring. Honestly, if there were just some sort of apocalyptic event where everyone just kind of disappeared and there's only a handful of people left, that'd be so cool, because I'd have a field day exploring the places I've always wanted to go inside of, and not worrying about being there when someone is stealing copper and chasing me out, or someone calling the cops on me for trespassing. Well, anyway, that's all for today's video. I want to thank you so much for tuning into this mini-series I did for Spooky Month, and I can't wait to continue making more videos and sharing things with you guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for the next video.